are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm MC Vaz here from NAM Radio. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having
Right.
me.
No, you're welcome. You're welcome. You have an angelic voice. I've been listening to your music all week. And this morning on my way to the studio, I was looking to feel like I am, but we'll talk about that later on. So tell us a bit about yourself, Alla.
Yeah, so I call myself a software engineer by day and singer-songwriter by night
Hmm.
because I have a profession and a full-time job.
Wow.
Uh, but the music is something that is really important and a big part of my life. So no matter how busy I am, I always find time to invest in music, and I think I'm gonna keep doing it always because it just makes me happy.
Fantastic. So where are you from?
I'm from Armenia.
Oh, Maine. And you are currently in Germany. Why Germany though?
Yeah, so I wanted to move out and live in a big city and have uh, have that experience as well. So I got a job offer from Berlin,
Okay.
and I moved here in the end of 2019.
Oh, wow. Right. So, software engineer. Wow. And then a singer, songwriter by day and night, and however you choose to say it. Um, and how did you start, how do you transition from software engineering to music? How do you do that?
Actually, the music was always a part of my life in one way or another. I started taking violin lessons when I was 7 years old,
Wow.
uh, and I played violin for 7 years.
Mhm.
But, well, I was just seven, so it wasn't just my decision to do it.
Mhm.
But it gave me the musical education and a lot of understanding about music in general.
Mhm.
And I kept listening to music and even playing the piano that we have in our apartment. But something that I was most passionate about always it is always been singing.
Okay.
Actually, I wasn't confident enough that I have the voice for it, so I never thought that I could do it professionally.
Wow.
But I would just, turn up the karaoke, grab something, pretend that it's a microphone, and do this concert where I am singing in front of the mirror, but I pretend there's an audience of thousands of people and stuff. It was really fun, and I just couldn't wait to be alone at home to do this every day. And during these times, even though I was pretending, I realized this makes me so happy that I just have to find a way to bring more music into my life. Because if this makes me so happy, then the actual concert, the actual
Yeah.
performing in front of people must be wonderful. So the first step was to find a vocal coach
Okay.
and to improve my vocal skills to understand if I can actually do it or not. And
Wow.
that's kind of what I did. I went back to the same musical school years later where I learned to play the violin, and I started taking pop vocal classes. And that's how it started.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. So from karaoke with a toothbrush or a pen to now you've got your YouTube channels, and you've got your followers. Have you got an album or, have you got an album at the moment or albums?
Actually, I'm just releasing singles for now.
Okay.
Uh, so yeah, I found this way works better for me. So I'm just singing, releasing a few singles a year.
So which artists out there influenced you to start singing, yourself? Is there anybody who inspired you to sing or who currently inspires you or who influences your music?
Those artists are different in every period of time.
Hmm.
Uh, because when I was a kid, I was listening to the mainstream music and even some Armenian artists.
Okay.
But then I I discovered country music for me for
Wow.
some reason, which is a strange thing for someone from Armenia, because I felt like I was the only one who listens to country music there.
Okay.
But I just found this songwriters very inspirational for me, because you know how they say country music is three chords and the truth.
Mm-hmm.
So this music is very storytelling. It's authentic and inspiring for me.
Yeah.
So right now I'm pretty inspired by many, especially alternative country music singer-songwriters that I listen to.
Yeah. Wow. Well done. What do you think of the current state of the music industry?
Um, I think that independent musicians face a lot of struggles right now, especially with the current situation of the pandemic. Um, I know that there are a lot of protests going on, even with not getting paid enough for the
Yeah.
streams on digital music streaming platforms, where artists just get paid third of a cent for one
Yeah.
stream,
Mhm.
which is kind of not enough to even uh, get your investment back and cover the production costs.
Yeah.
Mm, Uh, yeah, for me, I didn't have the struggles because I have my job, and I'm still investing in music with the money that I get from my job. But for people who chose to pursue music full time, for
Yeah.
them it's really tough, and I think that's a really big problem, because that's how people just give up on their dreams and start doing something that just brings money.
Mm. So what sort of challenges, are you facing as a female artist as well?
Um, I think, like in every profession,
Mm-hmm.
female artists face more challenges,
Yeah. Yeah.
because I can see that sometimes attending this open mics in Berlin, and sometimes I'm the only female performers. I don't know what's the reason, because I know there are a lot of singer-songwriters and female singer-songwriters that create music and perform. And I know that a lot of radio stations, for some reason, play more male artists than female artists.
Yeah.
And I think there is still a lot of discrimination uh, when it comes to everything, and music included. So I
Yeah.
think there's a lot to improve there.
I hear you. I struggled as well as a radio, presenter, as well as a master of ceremonies. So there's a lot more male jobs, and people accept, when it's a male MC, or the female MCs we're looked down on. So I really understand what you're saying, and I think you're inspiring other listeners and other women out there that you're going for it. So well done on that. Well done. Keep it up. And we
Thanks a
also
lot.
we also play your music here on NAM Radio. So thank you so much for sending your music. You are amazing. You've got a voice of an angel. I absolutely love your voice. And talking about songs, you write your songs, don't you?
Yeah, yeah, I do.
Yeah. My favorite song that I was listening to is "Feel Like I Am." And this actually reminds me the time I had my first boyfriend, about when I was 16. And there's this line that in that song that says, when I'm with you, when I'm laying with you, I don't want to close my eyes. I think that resonates with a lot of people in love, when it's your first love. Tell us about that track.
Yeah, so I wrote this song when I was feeling exactly the same way. And I was also inspired by some other songs, and there's even a reference to Aerosmith's "I Don't Want to Miss a Thing,"
Oh, wow.
and I was thinking that it's interesting how millions of people like this song, because they can actually relate to it,
Yeah.
because they've been in love. And you know how the lyrics, they say, "I could do this forever, I could just like lay
Yeah.
beside you and do this forever."